Greetings, my friends. It's day 41, and I did not want to make this video now because I really feel like I've been falling back today majorly. And it's been kind of creeping in the whole last few days after the combo kind of started to settle down, and maybe the initial euphoria settled down too. And I look like shit, and I feel like shit, and I miss the man terribly. And right now I feel like there's so many changes happening now. What if I'm not really ready to meet the challenge? So there's a pizza now in the oven waiting for me, and I'm already so full from all the healthy food that I have stuffed today. And this has been a big pattern in my life. I found actually finally some African soap that I want to use because, as you can see maybe from my last unshampooed precursor video blogs, I have been struggling with the idea of using conventional shampoo, but in absence of any natural shampoo around, I just left my hair like it was. And yeah, so this whole overeating pattern, I've been struggling with food since I'm little. I think especially when I came into my teenage years. And for me, there's so much complexity come in with the whole food territory that I wouldn't even go and pinpoint it down to just one single reason why I have developed in a way the whole spectrum of unhealthy relationship with food, from like anorexia back in the days to bulimia to binge eating to overeating now, and also like in a way really on food that is not exactly what one could call health food. But in some ways, I can see that I'm still not fully committed, in all honesty, because the last 3 days the busking kind of went a bit pear-shaped and the commitment to it went a bit out of the window. First, it started that I wasn't going at all, using some pretense. Then I was going and I forgot like the lyric sheet, and today I wasn't going at all, even though I said I would. And I'm also a bit scared of all the massive changes in front of me. Massive. And I have been putting most of them off for a long time, even though they were kind of dawning upon me and they were on my agenda since forever, and I keep putting them off. But I'm also not in the same space anymore that I feel now quite so shameful. I'm a bit really annoyed, but I'm also I see the pattern at work and I feel a bit more compassionate. I can say the patterns because there's quite a few patterns surrounding this whole eating issue for me. Like also that I really miss company. I don't just like miss, and I don't just like miss any company. I miss company with like-minded people, and I miss the sun. I miss creative expression. I miss a sense of belonging here on this earth. And even though I feel quite happy within myself, I miss like um, hooking up with situations that really enable me and encourage me to do what I love to do the most. And what was interesting when I was doing the basking recently, my voice has changed so much. And when I heard myself singing 5 years ago, and I just listened to it recently because I put some of the recordings up online on my old website. I mean, it's like as if I'm singing on a different planet now, from a different planet to a different planet. And there's so much like heartfelt expression and an incredible versatility, a voice versatility, awakening from the depth of within me. And I know that I actually really ought to be singing, that this is actually my dharma, singing. And that it doesn't really inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing in the environment in which I'm doing it. And so I have made a few decisions now to actually leave London for a bit and go towards the sun, and go to Germany before, but still. And there is like this guy Russell Brand, whom I want to gain as a support to bring him behind that project that I have been working on in a way my entire life. And it's a project that can ultimately be set up everywhere in the world, and it's really about encouraging people to be who they are and step into their creative in their creativity, their innate unique brand of creativity. And it's centered also around bringing empty buildings back into thriving circulation. And I just don't want to do any of this like business admin stuff anymore. And I can feel that it's gonna become very important to actually find the right people, also to find the right building, which is an issue here in London, with everything being so commercially overpriced anyway. And I would need to basically now link up with people who can secure this project access to a suitable building for the right conditions to do the building up. Obviously, like would also would also mean that we're not gonna pay any rent. This is our exchange to actually do the building up, and I would like to start with that in spring 2015. In order to do that, I have this like thing. I didn't even know Russell Brand, and then people would send me right, left, and center. I would be having these hints like, oh, look at Russell Brand's work, look at Russell Brand, what he's come out with. He's gonna come behind Solaris and the art house, and I'm sure he's gonna love supporting it. And people would send me actually like actual links where he was talking about he would like to bring his own energy behind social enterprises. So yeah, and he's I think it's, for me, it's a matter of like, how much do I actually want that, and how quickly do I want this to start happening. Because where there's a will, there has always been a way. And for me, it's now, I guess, to bring my will in alignment with my desire and make them congruent in a way that I'm basically gonna bump tomorrow into him. Because tomorrow I am gonna go again and bask. I had so much fun. I really am. And my main issue with the basking is this being moved on by like authority and police and all this kind of nonsense. Self-declared authorities in uniform. And today I thought, like, Christ, Mona, why are you making it so difficult? Just like, pack up and go around the corner, wait until they've vanished and, and don't stir up this fuss always. It's not worth it. And also you can ask for permission, and when people are reluctant, you melt them with your voice, which I actually did the other day. I mean, I brought this smile on this guy's face, and this guy was so much like, up his own ass with his big ownership attitude of no one can play in front of his estate agent shop. And I think I flattened him out with this Jewish peace song that I sang a cappella before I realized that I had forgotten my lyrics book. And he melted in my hands. So, okay, that was my update for today. Long update. I see you tomorrow. Bye.